Alright, howdy folks, welcome back to some more Rimworld. So in the last episode we survived quite a lot of nuclear fallout, which as you can see pretty well devastated all the vegetation in the area, and also knocked the wildlife numbers down a little bit. Still quite a few of them out, but I can't quite hunt them yet because most of them still have a lot of toxic buildup. Oh, and it looks like that its toxic buildup's also starting to give them stuff like dementia. So I'm hoping Redford doesn't catch that, because Redford did have a lot of toxic buildup from all of his exposure outside, so I had to suspend growing for a little bit. But it looks like we need to get some more meat, though. We do need some more meat because we're running out of simple meals that I had stocked up. So I'll mark some stuff to hunt. I'll leave the dromedaries. Just hoping that they don't all just rot away. That'd kind of suck because of the toxic buildup. Yeah, here's another one with dementia. Alright. And then also I'm going to be looking to bolster my defenses, mainly over here in the west. Create a nice area. I'm going to have them deconstruct all this over here and then build a nice... I may not even have a hold point here like this. I might build like a pillbox if I can figure out how to make a good one. And then, with all this being removed over here, I'm going to create probably a couple of defense points here for the southwest. Alright, so I've gotten a basic plan laid down for what I'm thinking with defenses. And you can see some of that here. Now, I'm aware this is, well, I don't actually know how effective this is going to be. One thing I am doing is taking out this and just... Okay, that's good. Blowback operation. Which means the next thing we can research is... gas operation. Then I'll get gun turrets after that. But I'm basically just making really big and double thick defense walls. I don't know if they can shoot over that. I don't know if they're effective at all. I mean, I would assume that those can be shot over. And I would also like to assume that they're more effective. Well, slightly more effective when they're doubled up. Oh, here. I'll get Redford tested. I need something to shoot at. Okay, yeah, you can shoot over there. So yeah, you can shoot through the double thicks. That fire is going to need to be put out, though. I also extended the pen here to give them access to more nutrition and this water. And I'm going to plant the hay grass directly in here. Yeah, where are you, Toll? If you could fight these fires, that'd be nice. There we go. So there was a ancient structure here which I tore down. Speaking of ancient structure, I actually want to get rid of this granite wall here so that I can see what's in this ancient danger without letting it out. Because it could just be some bugs, which I might be able to take, or it could be futuristic robots, which I definitely cannot take. So yeah, I also went probably a little overkill with the traps. But I'm cutting down most of the trees in this area to fund the building. So I'm just going to have to see how this works out. what do you know? We actually do have a raid going. A raid of one person. That being the case, I'll have them come over here. And Dog is going, to, by the looks of it, to hole up in here for now. Personally, I'd like to have him come to me, so I'm going to hold here in the structure and see what all we can do. Because he's got a short bow and a pretty bad one, so Redver will outrange him. I failed a quest. I don't remember what that quest was. Wait, saving Brody. Oh, I think that was a quest to get back one of my guys that got kidnapped. Okay, they're beginning their assault. The only reason I'm holding here is I want to see how this does here. Barricade's doing its job, and he is dead. I would just like to point out that Redver's getting very good with his shooting. I'll take your herbal medicine, that's it. That's the only thing on you that's any good. So yeah, so since that worked out well there, I'm kind of hoping that these mega structures here do well. Although, maybe I went a little overkill on the traps. Maybe. I'll put them up anyway, as long as I can afford to do it. Oh, wonderful. Mad Muffalo. Alright, I'll have Redver handle this. In fact, I'm going to have him withdraw across to this barricade. Because hopefully the Muffalo will just run into some spike traps. Oh yeah, look at all that damage. There we go. And I'll make you huntable. Ooh, stabbed in the heart. Yeah, that'll do it. So hey, there's a good use of these. Can protect us from animals. Or at least maddened ones. There we go. Now Toll should cook that up. Or at least slice it up. Ooh, look at all that meat. That's going to keep us fed for a good while. Ooh, and that sucks because those are expensive to make. How's the wood reserves? Not very high. I want to cancel the spike traps for now because it's more important to get the barricades built. I'll simply put the spikes in later. I suppose I underestimated what that actually meant. Toll just cannot hurt people. Anyway, here's how our compound's looking. It ain't much, but it's something. Also going to build some egg boxes for the turkeys after we get done building these barricades. Also got those to deconstruct and all these trees, which I'll harvest for their wood. Still trying to kind of figure out what I want to do here. I was almost thinking, because when I think of their paths, if they come up here, they're probably going to come up this way, which means they'll run into these. But at the same time, maybe if they spawn way over here, if they spawn like in this corner, they'll definitely come up this corridor, so we need something here between these two mountains. And then the western expanse, anybody that spawns over here probably comes through here. So we need something like right here to cover it. So, I get something made up for it. I'm just trying to figure out where the best places are, because I got to try and predict where the enemies come from. So yeah, but it looks to me like this should be pretty effective. I'm hoping this in here does something, because I noticed that they seem to like to gather in abandoned buildings. Like this fella right here gathered kind of near these buildings here. So I'm hoping they decide to gather in here and then, you know, potentially trigger some of the spike traps I build here. We out of wood? We are out of wood. Yep. But we're deconstructing all this. Ooh, egg boxes. That sucks. Psychic drone, so the men are going to go slightly crazy. But as for the major defenses, the barricade walls are coming up, which is good. The only question I have to wonder is if the double barricades mean that there's always going to be the 55% chance they end up hitting here. Yeah, I don't care about that. I don't have enough people to send out. Oh. Did I just screw myself over? Because I've done that before and I didn't get mad. I broke an interior corner. Oh man, that would suck if I just ended it because I did something dumb like that. Well, it looks like they're not interested anymore. Other than this big old thing. It'd be nice if you don't break this. Yeah. Do not allow pickup. But I say, if you don't break that, that'd be nice. Yeah, they busted that up. See, I definitely can't fight them. Oh, there's an interior room in there. Centipede gunner, pikeman, blaster, pikeman. Yeah. Definitely not ready to fight them. We're out of power. We are out of power. I guess go flip the generator on. Go flip the generator on and cut the trees that are blocking the generator there. Food binge. Oh, wonderful. You're going to eat all of our food. Told, please go turn the generator on. It'll keep some of our stuff powered. Not everything, but some of it. Banks from Hinkout. What's your injuries? Fairly bad. I'm gonna be honest with you, you're not that good. You are not worth keeping around. At any rate, at least we know what's over here. So, I was hoping maybe it was the insects, because that would have been easier to deal with. No, it's the robots that could very easily kill me. I was kind of worried there that they were going to kill me. Dude, stop eating. You know what? Because you decided to do that, Doc, I'm not going to allow people to go in here. God. You're eating all the food. $32 indoors. Oh, it's 32 degrees in here because the windmills aren't. Why are you not? Oh. Is that poplar tree totally blocking you? Prioritize cutting this tree down, please. And this one, because I need the generators up and running. Because as long as we can get a little more out of them... Oh, my God. Oh, your gourmand trait means you'll do that, which is not good because we don't have food to spare, not much of it. Awful barn. Well, I don't think the barn needs to be very good. I don't think the turkeys will care. Now I wonder what you're going to do, because there's no more cooked food for you to do, and you're the only one that cooks. Hold up a second. Are you on growing? Strange. You are. You're just not very good at it. Redver's just doing the cocoa planting right now. Technically the hay grass is alright, though, because the turkeys will eat that up. Doc has collapsed due to exhaustion. Probably because you were in a food binge and never slept. Wildlife. Perfect. We'll bolster our food reserves by killing these donkeys and the boars. Gives Redver a job to do. and an ability to boost his shooting skills even further. Because he's getting there to level 14. More ambrosia. Oh, ambrosia sprout directly on our defense line. No longer pigging out. Well, there was nothing for you to pig out on. You ate the rest of the meals. Okay, the wind is just not very generous with us, because we are still out of power. Because this wood-fired generator only puts 1,000 watts out. Now we do have excess. At least it looks like we have excess. Blocked by poplar tree. Okay. Well, if that's it, just cut all the plants then. Getting awful close to them spike traps. Guess it's a nice thing that the wild animals don't just stumble into them, because then they would ruin all the spike traps. Dromedary 1 and 2. What happened to your calf? What happened to your calf? I know you had one. Well, I'll be. Not that it really matters, I was just curious. So, hopefully we should have a decent amount of food thanks to Redver. There we are, you're finally picking up. And the generator's out of wood. I guess I can at least swap you off for now, I don't need your power. Although I think with how much stuff I got, the answer is rather simple. I just need another wind turbine. I wonder if they only lay eggs in the egg box, does that mean they'll let them hatch? Having some more turkeys would be nice. Alright, I guess go through power in. Now, I'll need it to happen because this is going to, well, it'll still stay frozen because it's cold outside. I need to get this one up and running. There we go. I think we finally have some excess power, so I'll turn you off. Normally we carry enough excess power that we can just go through the load times, but suppose not today. But look at that. We're already back up to about 40 simple meals. Ooh, trader from the Nepe. Alright folks, sorry about that. Microphone happened to fall once again. I gotta... Toll, what's your social like? Not as good as Doc. Okay. Got some donkeys for sale. Quite a bit of money. What can we sell you? Well, we can sell you the clothing we don't want, which is fine by me. I'll sell you half the herbal medicine. And you're interested in a lot of our specialty skins. I'll sell you heavy fur, bear skin, and wolf skin. I'll even sell you the Panthera. Camel hide. Blue fur, I'd like to hang on to some of that. I'll sell you 140 units. Whoops, I accidentally concluded the trade deal. Actually, no, I don't think we did. And I'll sell them a decent amount of the chocolate we got too. You know what, in return I'll actually take that. I'll take all of the wood they got just because we do need it. And to even it out, I got chocolate trees, I can get more of it. I accept your deal. It's an old man they got there. What's that? Recurve bow. Collect a decent amount of stuff from the turkeys. And with all that wood, we can actually finish construction here. In which case, I'll chop down a bunch of trees to prepare for putting up some spike traps where I need them, where I think I need them. I wonder if spike traps are at all effective against these fellas. Probably need a lot of them, because they're full mechanoids. They ain't gonna bleed out or nothing. Another turkey, huh? Let's tame it if we can. I think I'm good off you. So, with all the added wood, we did finish off our barricades. Now that's what I like to see. Never did make that pump shotgun. That's alright, I got something else I want you to make. I'm gonna view some of these just to see. That's what I'd like to get, but I need microelectronics. You need a high-tech research bench to do it. Which is very expensive, man. But alright, minigun turret. Or mini turret. You know what? Yeah. Give me these. And then, Doc, I'm gonna swap him to the auto pistol instead of the plasteel knife. I guess with the minigun, with the auto turrets, I could use them against them. How much steel do I have? How much component do I have? I think I'm out of component. Well, that's a nice thing about it, is it you just mine it. Is there anything closer in that vein? I think the closest will be over here. So I'll take all of that, and while I'm at it, I may as well mine all this out. We're getting some very windless days, so I'm losing a lot of power. Yeah, go throw that on, otherwise we're going to run out of power. There we go. Another turkey. Another female turkey to add into the mix. So these now set up. I think I'll wait for him to continue chopping down the trees here. Then with that, I'm going to build a bunch of spike traps that we need for defense. So I decided I'm not going to go quite as crazy as I did before. Mainly just going to be traps directly in front of the barricades in 2 layers. Just so hopefully, you know, they come through here, they hit this one, they hit this one. Just to really beat them up, especially if they're melee focused. Hopefully down them. You know what, heck, I'll even take this turkey. I think we can spare it. What the heck? So that's what I was hearing. Well, never mind. I think we've lost. It sucks, but I think we've lost. Because the mechanoids are about to come and destroy this place. Oh, dude, miniguns, needle guns. You're dead, and I think everybody else is dead, too. Oh, yeah, they're just busting everything down because they can. Oh, dude, are you coming in to kill my turkeys? Man, you better not harm my turkeys. Beating up. Oh, you're beating up a random barricade of mine because you can. Well, it kind of sucks that I screwed myself, but may as well go out fighting. Strange, you're going to die if you try and melee them. You two, get ready. Because I'm going to see if we can at least take one of them down before we go down. Now retreat, because you're going to get shot to bits. Did that do any damage? I don't think so. Yeah, I can't even go outside here because we got that one there. Ooh, headshot. Oh, that's not good. Get back, get back. Yep, got hit again. Go rest. Did he do any meaningful damage to you? Not really. The heck kind of weapon is that? You good, Doc? No, not really. We are also now out of power. Oh no. Strange, go do your thing. Do not go do your thing, you're going to get killed. Man, come over here, Doc. You passed out? Alright, I got an idea. Redver's probably dead. Toll is going to die in an hour. Doc and Strange, I'm going to have them team up on this guy. Or not. Beat him up. Come on, beat him up. Who died? Toll died. Strange. Okay, they're all down. I'm not gonna lie to you, Man in Black. I'm not certain you can do anything. You can at least try. I mean, there's this one here we beat up pretty good. Here, rescue him, and then try and treat him. Yeah, 10 to him. Well, Doc has died to blood loss. And Toll died. Man, what even happened here? Looks like she went to mine over here, and I guess they somehow caught sight of her. then bust out of there, and it appears this is the end of the Justice League. The only thing is, something tells me eventually they're just going to bust in here. Although I'm kind of surprised that they haven't decided to just go shoot at my turkeys. Uh-oh. I get the feeling you're not going to make it very long. Yeah, how about you come in here? That was kind of all on you. Well, Redver should sleep off his injuries, hopefully. Strange is dead. I just get the feeling eventually they're going to bust in here and kill him. Because I seriously doubt Gennedy's going anywhere. Not to mention, if he's still down for the count, he's going to need food. We don't have a lot of that. At this point, it's just a matter of when. At this point, Gennady, go and lock yourself in the freezer. Oh, no, he's dead. Oh, man. Yeah, Gennady just died. I was hoping maybe if he stayed in here, they wouldn't find him, because all the bedrooms... I mean, well, maybe I should have told him to stay in the warehouse. Or go to the jail. At some point, they're going to find Redver, and it's going to be game over. They're just probing every wall. Man-hunting guinea pigs. A pack of 2 man-hunting guinea pigs. I'll be honest with you, if that grizzly bear was hungry, he'd just kill you. Need doctor. Man-hunting guinea pigs. I'm about to say, I wonder if the Lancers, or I guess they're not all Lancers, I just wonder if the mechanoids are just going to shoot all of them to death. Oh! Guinea pigs versus, Lancer. How did I miss this thing called a Lancer? Let's see. Can the guinea pigs take out a Lancer? And potentially save Redver from dying. Okay, the one guinea pig got killed. I think the Lancer might try to retreat. Nope, both of them died. But the Lancer's pretty beat up. Meanwhile, they're knocking more holes in this place than a piece of Swiss cheese. Tell you what, I've had a lot of fun playing this. At least I know next time not to do that, because I did it once, and they just never saw me. I wonder if maybe I messed up which wall I was supposed to do, because I could have sworn you could break an interior corner. I don't think I broke an exterior corner. I think I broke this one. Who knows? Maybe that was my own doing right there. Only thing is, if Redford does wake up, he's not going to be able to grab a weapon before they see him. Need meal source. Shit. You getting hungry? Yeah, you are. Well, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to get any food. There's no one to feed you. Oh no, you better not assault my turkeys. Pikeman. What wall are you busting? Is it this one? Ah, he's gonna shoot my turkeys, I bet you anything. So what have they destroyed? They've destroyed all of my production buildings. Knocked holes in basically every wall I've got, except the freezer, but they destroyed the cooler for it. And they've destroyed everything I have relating to power, except my conduits. So I get the feeling the next thing they're going to do is just shoot my turkey. No. Maybe he doesn't care. Strange died in the dining room, Doc in the entrance, Toll while trying to mine, and then this random guy that showed up died in my living room. Where's Redford gonna die? I don't know, but I can tell you this, I don't think he's gonna make it out. Phew, left lung destroyed. That's a nasty one. I don't know. Well, they're kind of patrolling everywhere. I was wondering if maybe I could have them hide out in the stable, in the pen. But I think they'll find him anyway. I also hope he doesn't get hypothermia from the fact that there's no heat. Please send a pack of man-hunting elephants. I would actually really appreciate that right now. Because the man-hunting elephants would kill probably the lancer and pikemans. Maybe not these centipede-looking dudes. Oh man, you gonna kill my turkeys? No, they just don't care. They don't care about farm animals. Redver's up. Okay, but you gotta hold on, Redver, because there's still a lancer in there. I'll get you over to some food soon enough. And as of now, don't focus on any of these. You broke both of my egg boxes. Whew, suffering from malnutrition. You see, if all of them leave, I can have him make a bee run to it. I don't think it's going to be very useful. Okay, yeah, go bust stuff up over there. Okay, I think he can make a break for it. No, no, don't go through that door. He's going to catch you. Get back in the bedroom. No! Oh, I think he's done. Oh, man. I think this is where Redford dies, because there's nobody to treat him now. I'll let him self-tend, but also he's got to rescue himself. They really do not care at all about turkeys. I guess they don't care about farm animals. I know for a fact they care about pets. They'll kill your pets. Farm animals, they don't really seem to mind. And unless he self-tends, Redver's gonna die. Well, I don't think he'll die on his own. I think that he's going to get shot up by the centipede gunner because they're destroying the wall leading into his room. Or no, I guess they just don't care. Not while he's in bed. Oh no, they're destroying his bed. Yeah, he's gonna bleed out. And with the death of Redver, it's game over. That's not quite what I was expecting. But... oh, the mechanoids will just leave if there's no more targets. Yeah, that's what you get. I have to imagine that some of them got hit by spike traps. Probably not a lot of them. Well, that sucks. I suppose the turkeys are just going to live a nice life out here. It's the only thing I can think of. So... hey, we made it a good deal. I definitely made some mistakes along the way. I can say that much. Yeah, well, I already said I'm not going to make new wanderers. Besides, truthfully, I'd like to actually start in a little bit of a different biome, because this is boreal forest, I believe. I've been playing around with some of the biomes, and I'd like to start in maybe a tropical forest. The tropical rainforest was actually pretty fun when I did a tribal beginning. Until I died to mechanoids in the exact same way. But I did that intentionally. So, alright. Well, unfortunately, due to my own stupidity, that is going to be the end of this series. Unless y'all want me to really create some new wanderers, I can just repair the base. Truthfully, though... oh, I guess the turkeys get to see a nice aurora. Truthfully, though, I would like to just start again. Because I think I know what I'd like to do this time. Just to get the progression going. Because I think instead of researching stuff like this, I could have gotten into guns a lot sooner. And also creating defenses, which because I didn't, that's kind of why I lost Brody. Oh well, let's not forget our fallen. Bruce, who died from the plague. Tom, who also died from the plague. And then we lost Hamilton. I don't remember how... oh, he died of plague. Plague? He died of some infection. In fact, I think it was infection from a muffalo bite. Regardless. that's been the end. That's the end of this one. It's been a good series, good run. I'll just start anew. Alright, take care, folks. And I'll see you in the next one.